Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, huh.
How are y'all doing?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm good.
At work today, I had the great pleasure of writing up a complicated thing, and then 10 minutes before I sent it to my boss, found out something got caught in the mail, and it actually has to be redone completely, so I am peachy keen.
Yikes.
It's a great time. We have fun here. At least it'll actually be more interesting to write now, because it was complicated for no reason. Now it'll actually be fun. But it's just one of those things like, it came in the mail on Friday, but no one was in the office on Friday.
Oh no.
Myself time.
Sounds immensely irritating.
It would be irritating if this was like the first or fourth or not 10th time this has happened. I've learned to usually sit on these things, and I should have waited until tomorrow because I should have expected this.
Oh no.
Like, this has fully happened to me, like, I think, yeah, like 9 or 10 times where I write something and then it comes in the mail the next day, and it's like, you know, gotta love USPS.
It's like, I knew better.
I've been let down by this before. Why am I even surprised? It's like, yeah, let's mix two forms of government and hope that they work well together.
Oh my god.
What could go wrong? Said the whole goopy gooper.
Well, at any rate, are you guys ready to play?
Indeed.
Yes, I am just now losing in my Woodoku game.
Sudoku game?
Woodoku.
Woodoku. What is that?
It's pretty much Tetris,
Hmm.
but set up on a Sudoku screen.
So you guys went to sleep in Fort Truce, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys went to a tavern. I don't remember. But
We did. I was arm
oh.
wrestling.
Right, that's right. Yes. After a night of drinking and arm wrestling, after almost being taken to the home of the Green Legion, I don't know if it was almost, but you wake up in sort of damp, dewy grass, and the first thing you notice is the wafting sweet smell of it feels like, you know, when there's a scholastic book fair at like October, and there's that excitement in the air.
Oddly specific, but yes.
Yes, you feel that kind of tingling as soon as you smell what roasted corn and probably funnel cakes and that sort of thing, and you hear this on the wind, a twinkling out of tune, like someone's put a music box mixed with the ice cream truck song over a loudspeaker, and the bass does not sound good. It is a twinkling little tune, and probably 100 yards away in the darkness of the forest around you, though there is still probably the tail end of an eternal Feywild sunset, you see ropes of Christmas lights in the distance, and otherwise around you it's just sort of dark but not scary forest. Or the only scary thing maybe is you feel like there should be a haunted house somewhere. That kind of a feeling.
Blair Witch Project.
I've never seen it, but perhaps.
Blair Witch Project 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Oh, man. So, Mr. Pale.
I feel like this is not for truce.
I'm pretty sure we're not in Kansas anymore. I do got a feeling we'll be back.
That's good. I'm gonna deck that dragon in the schnoz.
Yeah. We might have some backup for that, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of expected the others to kind of be back when we went to sleep or something. I know we don't know how the whole disappearing thing works, but I guess they're still just being sucked on in the heart of the maw.
Yeah.
Yikes and a half, my guy.
Another episode, hashtag Vor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't know about all that. Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Just finished writing that paper in 4 hours.
Hell yeah.
I'm so tired.
Bastion, we got one of them back. He's not being sucked off in the mall.
Yay. He's not being bored.
I said no one fucks my robots, and I'm standing by that. Not even the maw.
Oh my god.
It's on the damn card.
Oh my god.
Forget.
Yeah, but Bastion, you appear with your friends.
My natural instincts are telling me that's how you get kidnapped.
Your natural instincts for that?
Yes, I don't go towards the weird smelling scents and the odd music.
That's understandable.
But
What could go
being that
wrong?
we're in an odd place, maybe that's the right thing to do.
Following into something like that has never gotten us in trouble before. Really just me specifically. So as long as we go there and I'm with you guys, I feel like only I'll get in trouble. Think about it.
Sounds agreeable.
Exactly. Let's go. Towards the spooky forever carnival.
Yes. You walk up, and there are, through the trees, you begin to see streamers and more lights, and the awful music gets a little louder. You see other folks who have woken up about the same time as you, also arriving to this clearing. The warm light dances around the trees around you. There are torches, like tiki torches, to keep away Feywild mosquitoes. Little streamers and a huge banner that says, "Welcome to the Half Moon Fair." You see tents, and from the very beginning, you can already see like a ring toss game, and they have teddy bears and stuff hanging up around the top of the canopy. Other adventurers milling about, a lot of elves milling about, though mostly the elves are working the stands. You see other adventuring parties who seem to be having a great time, and the occasional person who's doesn't know where they are or why or anything, kind of wandering around like, what the fuck is this? That sort of a thing.
Remember when we were that lost?
Yeah, you mean like 3 days ago with Eldor Avarice? Yeah. No, I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, since I got two of you here, here's a ring for each of you.
Yeah. It's all sparkly. Or it isn't sparkly, depending on how the description is.
It's not sparkly at all. It is a ring with a purple brain on the top of it.
Moist.
It's
It looks
I
like
got
a
mine.
moon. You got yours?
Yeah. You got the stone I gave out to everyone, right?
Which stone would that be?
The sending stone.
Yes, I have the sending stone.
Okay. Bastion's gonna take out pails and give it to him.
Oh. Bastion got me stoned. Finally.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Gon's got that good shit.
Oh my god. He's been
That
growing it
god.
since the beginning of time.
That ganja.
Some of that ganja.
Good lord. The maw is just what happens when a strain's a little too sticky.
Oh my god.
The munchies taken to the extreme.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, Mr. Pale, do you want the full description of the ring of mind shielding?
Does it protect you from the dragon?
Yes.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, you might want to read the description though. Don't die wearing it.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, doesn't like your consciousness get trapped in the ring or something?
Yes. While wearing this ring, you are immune to the magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying or know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it, and you can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action or make it visible until you remove the ring or until you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart to the afterlife as long as your soul is in the ring. You can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it, and a wearer can't prevent the telepathic communication.
Wait, so somebody else who also has a... Wait, no, somebody else who's in the ring talks to you?
Like, if there is a soul in the ring, they can talk to the wearer. They can talk to the wearer.
Okay.
And I just randomly bought rings for everybody. So I don't know if there's anything in them.
So I was about to say, you guys could, if you ever figure out how to put souls into constructs and you die while you're stuck in a ring, you could just put your body into a construct.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
We do have a soul that we're carrying in a handy haversack.
They're not going in the ring. It's going to be way empty, and they can't help.
I've learned not to try and do anything to Yagami. I learned quickly.
We are friends, Pale.
I got to do that last time with one of the police
Do
officers.
not test that.
Officer, I'm glad we're friends. That was fun. And I decked him in the schnoz. I guess, do I see anything religious?
Religious. Make a perception check.
What do my non-elf eyes see? That'd be a 19.
A 19. You spot a group of adventurers who you see they have like one druid with them and then one wizard, but then there are two paladins and one cleric. And even the wizard and druid have symbols of Eridan around their vestments and holy symbols on their necks. Eridan is the god of humanity, and they are all humans. But they're currently talking to some person who looks like they were a random farmer who got stuck in the Feywild by unfortunate circumstances. They seem to be giving them food and a pat on the shoulder, that kind of a thing.
Humans that all worship the same god? Unlikely.
Just gonna kind of roll over, give them a whole spiel of, hey, if you guys have a minute, the gods are gonna go to Civil War again, make sure yours is on the right side. Deuces.
Make a persuasion check.
Boy, I would love to. Boy, howdy. Oh, 17.
Do you mention, like, Merkula and everything, or...?
Oh, no, I've learned to keep my loving, caring God of the Apocalypse quiet.
Okay. They seem thoroughly alarmed. I don't know if you want to go into a whole conversation or if you meant this to be casual, but they seem thoroughly alarmed, and they'll probably pray about this tonight.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. Just spread the good word of the coming tide.
Yeah, but they're here on like a mission trip to minister to the humans who are stuck here.
I mean, they're all gonna die here anyway, but...
Yeah. At any rate, you see a ring toss game right in front of you. You see they've built like this big... It's like a dome made of just wire fence. What is that called? Chain link fence? And you see there are several... Are they fairy dragons? No, what are they called? Goodness gracious, I don't remember. The fairy
dragons?
Yeah. There are several flying around, and there are people trying to catch them. You see a grand stage where people are having a poetry contest, so like it's kind of a rap battle sort of situation. You see goblins who are just the most shredded person on Earth. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but about 4 feet tall and green and has crazy teeth. And they are wrestling, basically. And you can see like somebody pin someone to the ground and they do the 3 taps on the ground and that person wins and everyone cheers and they give them what appears to be a prize. You see there's cages of these beautiful birds. They're called cockatrices. It's like a rainbow sort of a bird. And they're, guess how many feathers? And you see there's a Cyclops where they're having a staring contest, and he's currently in between rounds. He's like putting eye drops in as he sits in a big fuzzy chair or something. They're having sort of a demonstration right now. There's giant goats, and people are jousting. They have foam-tipped jousting rods, or whatever they're called. But they're showing basically how to play the game for the next group of folks who are going to participate. You also see far in the back, there's all these harmless games. At least they seem harmless from here. And there's also sort of like a back row where the Christmas lights are dimmer and the streamers look a little more frayed at the ends. But all amidst this, you see hot dog stands and people, I don't know, gestury sort of folks dancing and playing flutes or whatever, which sounds awful with the carnival music playing over, I don't know, sources that you can't see at the moment.
Where is Leo when you need him? This music is horrible.
Is his much better?
Yes.
I've never actually paid attention.
It would at least be familiar.
And it makes you dance, whether you want to or not.
I don't like the or not part. Like, yeah, I may repeatedly murder the same person multiple times so my sword can eat every day, but at least I don't make people do things against their will.
Except, die.
Well,
And come back.
Yeah. God.
So coming back is actually, well, if your soul totally leaves your body, you have to choose to come back. But if you're just unconscious, yes, you can save them before they totally separate.
Yeah, but what if that guy actually wanted to die and you make them come back?
Oh, that happened before. It's fine. I killed him later on anyway. I'm a cleric. I'm a good person. We know this.
I guess we're all the hero of our own story.
Like, I haven't done anything wrong unless you ask Gorvnal, Leo, you, Bastion, Tatiana, Ten, Steven.
I never said you did anything wrong. We all do shady shit, but our heart's in the right place.
You are a deeply troubled man, Pale, but so are all of us.
Are you a man? I feel like you're like half a step from being a god at any point. You just don't feel like it.
Well, that's the same for you, man on fire.
Touche.
Bastion's just gonna kind of shrug.
The vibe of I don't feel like being a god right now.
I suppose I'm simply just waiting.
Respect that, and that's terrifying. You guys want to go, like, what should we do here that won't get us in direct trouble?
Is there anything to make more money? I saw prizes. I don't know if it was money or not. The arm wrestling was fun, but, there's wrestling, there's ring toss. I mean, what is everybody good at?
Spreading the good word. That's what I'm best at.
That doesn't win money.
It's a poetry contest.
Ah. I think that's more towards Leo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good at reading other people, and I'm strong-ish.
There's a riddle guessing booth as well.
Oh, I am so in-game all right for that.
There's a test your might, when you throw the you use a big hammer to make a bell ring or whatever. There's a pie eating contest.
I feel like that might be Bastion's suit.
I cannot eat.
Exactly.
So nobody will out-eat you.
See?
No, I believe it would result in an automatic disqualification, as I cannot start eating, therefore no one could beat me at eating. It is similar to how everything beats a house in a jumping contest.
But if you can't get full, you can just keep, putting them into a hole.
Well, what about the test your might thing?
Bastion, you can, punch a hole in reality.
Creating a small demiplane to store objects on is not punching a hole in reality.
I do not know the difference, but you're strong. You got those big gauntlets and everything. Look at you.
I'm gonna look at my ungauntleted hands.
Okay.
I had to make room. I do still have them, and I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding and bust out the gauntlets of ogre strength.
Well, how strong are you without them?
I am still relatively strong, but not nearly as strong. Were you to put it to a numerical value, I would be about 5 points less strong.
Also, upon seeing that, I'm going to take the gloves off of my armor and put them in my bag again. Don't need them right now.
Well, I could do the test of strength. Or the wrestling.
Well, you seem more precision-y, maybe the bottle toss or something.
What do I seem more? That's it. I'm not bad at it, but I'm stronger.
True.
I believe I would also succeed at the wrestling contest. The goal is to pin someone, is it not?
Yes, you're. No offense, heavy.
You
None
just gotta
taken.
fall on them.
It is an objective truth about my physical appearance.
Well, we're doing all this deciding on who does what. We got to make sure that we can win money for it first.
Very true.
I'm gonna just. What's the nearest person to us who looks like they know what they're doing?
There looks to be a sort of guard person. There's also somebody who's kind of shady in a corner that this guard person pointedly isn't watching. Then there's also the ring toss guy right in front of you who's heckling. Test your dexterity! It's only a simple ring toss. Hit the bottle, win a prize!
I'm gonna go talk to the guard.
As soon as they see you coming toward them, they kind of give you a look up and down and do the "Hey, what's up?" nod.
I'm going to blatantly nod back
Okay.
in a decidedly not in the no way,
Uh-huh.
and then just say, my friends and I were interested in participating in some of the games available. What are the prizes that are won?
They're also an elven person. They say the prizes are there's the blank ones that you get just for you put in a silver and that's what you could win, or you can make bets with the carny sort of folks, and however much you bet is what you get in return. Though the betting limit is you cannot bet anything that is a soul or higher worth.
Oh.
So you can't sell your soul here, but you can sell literally, or bet literally anything else. And honestly, if you, I don't know, ask the right questions, you can bet more. It just depends on what you're willing to gamble.
Very well. Thank you. And then I'm just going to walk back over and repeat the same.
Yeah.
How much is a soul worth? Is there a platinum number match? I think that's oddly specific.
I'm unsure if you could value a soul.
Yeah. What a bummer if I could just buy a soul. Just toss it on my sword. Ugh. Right, MM?
Your sword whispers to you is, I've known someone before who bought a soul for 500,000 gold.
A bargain. Well, I guess, should we risk the money, or should we try and at least get some prizes, like a stuffed animal or something first?
You want me to try my luck at the ring toss?
Yes.
I step up to the carny.
Oh, wonderful! Another player! Another player! You get 3 rings for a silver, and if you can put it on any of the bottles, you get a prize. The red bottle there at the center is something special.
Oh. So what are the biggest prizes?
The biggest prize is, well, for just the standard game, you could get any trinket. There's a wand of prestidigitation, a pack of pixie dust. We have, for the adults around here, some witchlight wine, and then which will play music to tap your foot to the whole time you're drinking it. There's these adorable little replica unicorn horns full of candy just for the kids. Though, of course, you can take one, I won't tell. Magic face paint. And he shows you what looks like it's one of those plastic spider rings you could win anywhere. And he says, if you blow on this, it will become a real spider for the nice little tricksters among you. And then a wizard hand puppet, and he shows you it looks like a little felt Gandalf, basically, that you can put your fingers in their arms. And he waves it around, and it turns, and out of the stuffed wizard's hand, a puff of smoke appears and flies off into the wind with a puff of glitter. He says, oh, these little things, and a bit more. And then, of course, there's the special beddings, if you're feeling lucky.
Special beddings.
Yes.
How much and what do you gotta do for that?
You name the price.
I guess I'll start small. I'll toss a coin to the Witcher.
Absolutely. He catches it in a finger and then kind of throws it over his shoulder and it disappears. And he hands you 3 plastic, or really wood little rings, and steps back to grandly like jazz hand his arms to tell you to go ahead. You make make either an acrobatics or sleight of hand check.
I will go with sleight of hand.
Okay.
25.
Jesus. Yeah, you get your ring on the red bottle just immediately, and he says, "Oh wow, of course. It's usually that was just first try. The color me impressed." And he says, "You can choose anything on the on our prize board right here," and shows you the things before. Says you can choose one because you got the red thing, and then you can spin the wheel to see which one you get, because you get 2 if you get the red on the first try.
Okay, that wand of prestidigitation sounds really good.
Of course. And he reaches below the counter and whips it out and hands it to you, handle first. It has 8 charges.
All right.
And then spin the wheel. There are 8 spaces on the wheel, so roll a d8.
2.
A 2. He says, well, you would have won the wand again. Do you want a second one, or do you want to roll again?
I'll roll again. 7.
A 7. A toy spider. And he reaches into the thing and kind of like spins his hand around in it like he's grabbing one randomly, and hands you a black plastic spider with still the form lines on it and everything, or a spider ring.
I toss it to Pale.
What is the is it currently activated or no?
No, but to come get back at Leo for the chickens.
Thank you. Oh, finally.
All right, I'll toss the second ring.
Okay, go ahead.
26.
Jesus. He says, all right. Sure, roll the wheel again. You're going to bankrupt me. Boy, howdy.
4.
A 4. You win. You are over the age of 21, right?
22.
There you go. and he pulls out a purple bottle of wine. It has opaque glass with like how champagne has the wired down cork, and he hands you the bottle.
Now, do I get to pick another one too?
Only the first time.
Only the first time? Alright. Okay, so I'll throw the third.
Okay.
14.
A 14. That is a miss. Says,
See?
but you are
I'm not gonna bankrupt you.
highly skilled. Highly skilled. And he points at you. Like shakes a cheerful finger. Highly skilled. You will do well in the rest of the game.
Well, I thank you. And I will try this wine here pretty soon. But I need to stay focused if I'm going to compete in these other games.
It is very good. Very sweet. Some of the sweetest wine I myself have ever tasted.
That sounds dangerous.
Dangerous? What would be dangerous? You're at a carnival. We have insurance to worry about.
Oh, no. It's sweet. That means that it's good.
No,
And
no.
yeah, it's dangerous to continue to drink it.
Well. And he motions at Pale and Bastion. It's a bottle of wine among friends. As long as you drink responsibly.
I mean, we're all responsible adults anyway. We've never done anything irresponsible. Who are you? Why do you care?
He kind of gives you a look like, huh?
So, do we want to up the ante on this, or we want to move on to another place?
Here, let's go over to one of the other places. I feel like I could do a staring contest pretty well. I feel like I'm good at what I do. I got eyes like fire. Literally.
Yuck.
I believe you will do quite well.
I can't stop talking. I assume I also have to be good at not blinking.
You roll up to the Cyclops, a extremely tall, gray-skinned person with one, of course, blinking eye. And it looks a little bloodshot. He's been doing this a lot today. And the carny who's like their I don't know, handler, is a much like shorter elven female woman wearing like just basically a t-shirt and jeans with a big eye on her chest. And she says, "Oh, are you here? Are you here to test your might against a Cyclops?"
It just might be.
Absolutely. It's a silver for the blank prices, and then anything else you're willing to bet for anything else.
I'll just pop over gold. See, up it a little bit of fun.
Sure. It's double or nothing. Is that alright with you?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Have a seat. And they show you a really beat up wooden chair on a plush and very dirty, well-worn carpet across from the Cyclops, who blinks a few times, to get himself ready, and the female carny employee tosses a look between both of you to ask if you're ready.
Let's do this.
1, 2, 3, go! And then roll a Constitution check. Or a Constitution save, my apologies.
That'd be a 23.
A 23. Yeah, you outstare the Cyclops by a long shot. Your eyes aren't even watering before his eyes do blink. And you can see the elven lady kind of scowl. But she does present you with a prize wheel, and you can roll a d8 to see what you win.
Hell yeah. 1.
A 1! She presents you with several Feywild trinkets. There's a small stuffed visage of one of the crazier plants. It's kind of like a trademark. You know that, I think it's an Amazon jungle thing where it's like the leaf goes into like a spiral. It's like really tight and then poisonous, like that sort of a felt plant, basically. and then all manner of stuffed animals like a stuffed owl bear, stuffed dragons, just straight up teddy bears.
I'm taking the stuffed owl bear.
Wonderful. It's very soft and cute.
So you considered, like, underboard and all that, because I'm not doing this again, but why not just use like a little water cantrip so keep his eyes a little bit wider, or like put up a little barrier around his eyes so not as much air movement?
You're suggesting cheating?
Yeah.
Oh, also, you bet a gold, so you get 2 gold there.
Booyah.
My apologies.
Just mild cheating, not like in a major way.
You're going to ruin the integrity of our whole thing? Come on, man. And you see a sly
eyebrow.
smile in their on their lips.
The reason I say, I'd never. You're so correct.
You know, like how somebody twirls their mustache? This person, like, kind of pinches their ear, like their long elf ear with, like, the same kind of, doesn't twist their own ear, but the same vibe of twisting a mustache.
So imagine like someone twirling their ear.
Yeah. I mean, they're really long and made of cartilage. You fucking might as well, but...
Like that little door spring thing, like the doing.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Move on after saying that. Like, let's go somewhere else.
Okay. There's, all manner of games, boys.
There was the test your might, and then what else?
There was a riddle guessing, catch the fairy dragon by the tail, goblin wrestling, poetry contests, guess the amount of feathers on a bird. Then there's giant goat jousting.
I'm down to do the poetry contest.
Wonderful. It's either a charisma or intelligence check. It's intelligence to try to remember a poem you've heard previously, and a charisma check if you just want to rap battle this person.
Can I get advantage if I just make up a poem right now?
If you, Ian, can spit out a poem right now, yes, absolutely.
Is there any restriction?
If it's original by you, then no.
Awesome. I make a haiku daily, so this is really easy. Give me a topic.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's see. It's the winner of 3 of 5. So, but absolutely. All right. So you get on the stage, clunk, clunk, clunk. You see the wooden boards kind of bowing under your weight. And there's a gnome dressed in 1300s France, like the big puffy pants, and then leggings and a big like, puffy feathered hat with a very tight vest. And they bow to you grandly as the person who takes your bets does clapping all around, and they ask you, what do you... normal prize or something special?
What are your normal prizes?
Oh, the normal prizes are just the standard roll on the wheel. If you want to do money, it's double or nothing, and then if you want to get creative, I'm more than happy to bargain.
I think for now, I am going to give Lou 5 gold.
Yes, they stand on the stage, and everyone kind of like does like a drum roll. Do you want to go first, or do you want the gnome to go first?
What are the voting thing? Is it just whoever can not make a poem?
It's either whoever stutters, or if it comes down to you guys being perfect, it'll be like a crowd, like whoever, if the crowd can cheer louder than someone else.
Yeah, I'll do my poems then.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, go ahead and read me your first poem.
Okay. We'll do... The poem is titled, Relaxed. My head is empty now. A drained lake once flourishing, now dry and devoid.
They nod. Roll me a either intelligence check or performance. Or I guess
definitely gonna
history.
Be intelligence.
History, yeah.
21.
A 21. Okay. you put that, and the crowd claps a lot because you and your robotic voice reading art is a fun. I think the word's juxtaposition, but and the gnome goes, there once was a wizard from far beyond the shore who was ever so famously impossible to bore. He'd spend all day reading of drying paint and dirt, then give lectures so dull they'd make your ears hurt. But hearing your rhymes is such a great chore that I believe they'd make him even snore. And people laugh because he's trying to give you a burn. But we'll see what he... Yeah, not very well. They've probably heard him say this one before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you... do you have more than one? Do you want to do 3, or...
Yeah, I'm down. I got a fucking... Okay. I got a stockpile.
Okay.
In response to the gnome's jibe. What is it, jibe? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Jab. Am I thinking of the word jab?
Perhaps.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to respond. The stone-faced statue. Nothing can mark its surface. I'm unbreakable.
It's,
they... Roll another history.
Yes.
17. And then I'm gonna add a +5 to that. Just to spit on the gnome.
Yeah, you enunciate in the perfect parts. That sort of thing. He responds with, "Whose tissue is that? I think I know. The owner is quite angry, though. He was crossed like a dark potato. I watch him pace. I cry, hello." And he's going to roll. Also, all right, even though he just said some random shit that I got out of a poem generator. But this will be... You've won the first one, and this is going to be a tie. So if you have another, which you will very, very likely... The crowd is heavily leaning toward Bastion in this moment. So go ahead and read your last one.
I think I've... Can I just roll for this one?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not finding any pertinent. Okay.
That's cool.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. We'll roll for this man as well. Who, he says to you, you can tell the he in the poem he's quoting is himself. Says he rises from his cursed bed with thoughts of violence in his head. A flash of rage, and he sees red. Without a pause, I turned and fled. And he runs off the stage and into the night. You win. You bet like 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they give you 10 gold and let you roll on the prize wheel.
Nice. D8, right?
Yeah.
3.
A 3. You get a small packet of pixie dust. Sprinkle it on a creature to give them a flying speed of 30 feet for 1 minute. It says, this is dangerous. Great heights. Cause great fights. And they nod to you as they hand you what is essentially a paper sugar packet.
Nice, so I'll shove that in my backpack and then nod. And walk back to my friends.
The crowd claps you away.
Always bet on God.
Yes. I believe it is almost always an assured bet.
This feels like cheating. Almost.
Well, the son of the God of creation, creating poems. They make sense.
Is this true?
If I could end poems, if Merkul is like the god of punctuation.
I do feel a little bad.
Exclamation point.
I do feel a little bad. It's not his fault I have perfect memory.
No, it's his fault for not having perfect memory.
True.
He should have tried harder.
Gonna nod along.
Do you guys want to make me a perception check?
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
Rolling high.
13.
Ooh, Sebastian. And
right.
Carolina.
You see Bastion as you're loving the the victory of your poem contest, and you see a all-knowing Zoltan machine. You know, one of those where it's like the top half of a person.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can put in a coin and they give you some truth or inside of a glass box. It's down sort of at the back of the carnival, behind all the hastily constructed rides and swings and everything. You see a darker sort of spot where there's a couple of other tents, and you see a Zoltan machine kind of just standing by itself. And it's the only light around comes from the little lanterns inside of its glass box.
I'm going to point it out to the others and then say, does Bastion know what a Zoltan machine is? I feel like he doesn't.
I mean, on the one hand, it's a machine, so maybe.
True.
But on the other hand, you haven't been around the world very much, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would recognize it's like, yeah, that's a machine. I don't know what its purpose is, though.
Yeah. You see the top half of a humanoid standing in a box.
My God, they killed someone.
Human in a box.
Why did they put that robot in a box?
Oh, it's a little. Wow.
Why do they put people in cages?
Usually because they have done something wrong.
Maybe the robot's done something wrong.
I think we should go ask it.
We should go ask it.
Maybe it has go.
I'm walking over to the machine.
You walk over and you can hear the whirring like a great thing of clockwork as it goes before you, and it waves towards sort of the coin slot, and it asks you simple or complex are the two lights that are in front of it.
Do I have a silver? No, I don't. Is there like a price nearby?
There is just a coin slot.
I'll put in a gold.
Okay.
And then press the complex.
The complex. Yeah, you hear whirring and clunking as your coin falls down and hits some kind of weight that rolls up. But the little card that pops out, it says, "Once kingdoms collide, a woman clad in blue shall mark a country's doom and a destruction of power. Once the mountain weeps with molten fury, a forbidden relationship shall mark the age of anarchy and an age of kinship. It shall be on the day that the sky returns a different blue, a secret meeting shall usher forth the rise of poor and a new unity. There comes a day when the mark of one becomes the mark of many. A surrender shall mark the reunion of enemies and the rise of what was forgotten." And then it clink, 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 clinks, and it says, you get more options now that says another truth or a yes or no question.
I'm gonna click a yes or no question.
Okay? And it pops up and you see the almost like a typewriter clicking out underneath the button. What appears out of order, not left to right, it says, "What is your question?"
I'm gonna look to the others.
I mean, why don't you just ask why Gonda's back or something and feel like focus on you?
I got nothing.
I'm going to ask, will Yagami ever get their body? Their metal body?
You hear clink, 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 and then the yes button glows yellow.
Cool.
And the humanoid inside, with a big turban on their head, kind of waves their arms and motions towards the coin slot again, saying it's done with what money you've given it.
Pop up and toss in a little gold.
Yeah, it says simple or complex.
Oh, let's go complex.
There's a bunch of wording and a card pops out. When the moment comes that myth becomes truth, a contract shall mark technological advancement and the downfall of two kingdoms. There comes a day when winter turns to summer. A friendship will mark the forge of anarchy. Upon the day the mark is revealed, a meeting will cause an age of lawlessness and an age of temptation. Upon the day the sky is colored brightly, 2 siblings will bring across the future.
Siblings.
And then it clink, 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 and gives you a yes or no question.
Is saving my family more important than saving everyone else?
It does a clink, 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 and the button that pops up is maybe.
Robots.
And then it clink, 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 and is done.
Oh, Caroline, I think you're up.
I guess I'll toss a gold in.
Yes, it whirs to life again, the lights inside, blinking and flashing, and it asks you simple or complex.
Complex, of course.
Of course. Upon the day that the moon doesn't fall, a broken heart shall usher forth the deaths of 1,000,000. The day the sea swallows earth, a contract shall cause an age of magic. There comes a day when the mark is revealed. A drunk shall cause the restoration of balance and the rise of a new god. There comes a day when legend becomes history. The guilty shall bring a vicious war and an end to our suffering. And then it clinks and clinks and clinks and says yes or no question.
The 2 siblings in the previous statement, was that involving me?
It clinks and clinks and says yes.
I feel like this marker may be a thing that we might want to find what the mark is. Apparently it's not revealed yet, but seems kind of bad. Actually, I would like to insight check this robot.
Go ahead.
That is that's a 12.
A 12. You can tell it's not just random. There is magic involved in whatever this is.
Carolina is visibly rattled.
Carolina, you good? Two kingdoms falling because you and your sister. That's crazy talk, right?
Met my sister, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't know what that means.
Anarchy, lawlessness, 2 kingdoms, forbidden relationship, new unity. I mean, it's totally not like you and your sister are gonna lead the Emperor and King Henry to become a joint god that'll destroy everything, right? Carolina? Can give her like a little light punch on the shoulder, like, right?
Not if I have anything to do with it, but she's been fighting on the wrong side.
Good. Great.
And she is identical.
So, I feel like, well, there's a contract, winter, the marker, lawlessness, temptation, you and her, and a robot that only gives terrifying predictions for money. Sell out. Bastion.
You hear, perhaps there was some spring that hadn't fully unwinded, but there's a small clunk within the box.
I put my hands up like I'm ready to punch something because it scared me.
It doesn't move.
Is there anything that like popped out?
No, it heard you say that and was offended.
Don't be so cryptic. If you know all and see all.
The mannequin stares at you with its dead, hollow eyes.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I guess we should get...
I'm unsure how much stock we should place into a strange machine.
Bastion. Bastion. At one point, you were a strange machine.
Yes, but I am sentient.
Hey, robot, are you sentient? Clunk once for yes and clunk twice for no.
There's nothing from the box.
That's closer to a 1. 0 is closer to 1 than 2. I think that's a yes.
We can do that on a yes or no question. Pop another gold in it.
The mannequin whirs to life and asks you simple or complex.
Simple or complex, guys?
Let's do simple this time.
Simple.
Simple. The machine whirs and whirs and says, let me see. Which one do I want?
It's terrifying that you have these like ready, and I know you have like this amazing world building, but it's always terrifying how prepared you are. Terrify us.
I'm pretty sure in between the dead bodies, she thinks about us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What the fuck else do I have to do all day? It's not like my passengers talk to me.
Well, hopefully.
I really hope not.
Out the window they flew, and we are doomed. Despair and a little convincing is all it took. He was supposed to be good and doomed us all. Good intentions pave the road to hell. And then it click, 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 and then gives you yes or no question.
Are you sentient?
The no button lights up.
But you knew what I meant.
Yeah, I feel like this brings in the greater question of consciousness.
The machine only finishes waving its mechanical arms around and goes back to its frozen position, pointing at the coin slot.
At this point, I think it's sentient, but just extorting us. Kind of respected.
Yeah. Respect the hustle.
Yeah, I say let's
All
go
right.
let it with horrifying predictions to other people.
Yeah. The room in the back.
There's a room in the back.
It's not quite a room, but it's in the rows and rows of tents and carnival games and, food trucks. There's a sort of more derelict. It's on the same row that the Zoltan machine is on. There are other tents that look more ragged than the others. The speakers where the terrible carnival music is playing from are a little more distorted. The strings of Christmas lights are missing bulbs every now and then, and the carnival games do not look nearly as friendly. But there are still people on this row. There's just not as many laughing and giggling sort of people.
Yeah, let's go check that out. Looks like fun.
I still want to wrestle a goblin.
Back in a regular train, there's like tribe of goblins I know. I can have you fight all of them.
I said wrestle, not fight. I don't want to kill him.
Nice, I don't want you to kill them either. They're raising a kid, I found.
Oh.
I've had a weird...
I think you told me about that before.
Yeah. Wait, we could either go wrestle, or we can go check out the sketchy things where you might be able to wrestle even big and deadlier.
I'll come to wrestling a goblin.
I am also curious about the goblin wrestling.
So,
Goblins.
do we leave the shadier area and we go to see the goblin wrestling? It is a roped off wrestling rink with that spongy weird board that WrestleMania has. Their symbol is it's the WrestleMania logo, but instead of W's it's G's, kind of interlocking. And you see the one goblin on the mic who's wearing the referee uniform goes, "Alright, who's next? Woo!" And very much blows out the speakers, that sort of thing. And it's two goblins against one other person. So the two goblins who have just won and pinned some half-elf to the ground until they did the 3 taps are cheering and absorbing the awe and cheers of the crowd, like, fuck yeah, woo! And,
Whoa, you beat an elf. Bastion, you want to try your luck? Or you want me to do it?
Sure. I'm gonna walk up.
The goblin guy, the PA, ref, whatever, he says, alright, a biggin'. Are you ready? Something complicated or just for prizes?
I'm going to take 10 gold out.
Oh yeah, big spender as well.
I'm gonna look around for a bookie.
A bookie? Yeah, it's or I guess there'd be somebody else handling the cash box, but it's all double or nothing because Bailey doesn't know how to calculate betting money and odds and everything. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I don't want to.
I also don't. I'm taking classes on that.
Nice.
It's not good.
I'm gonna bet 100 on the robot.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to state it ahead of time. They all have, since you're a medium-sized creature, there'll be 2, and they have a +3, so they essentially have advantage and +3 because there's 2 of them against a grappling check, so athletics.
Mhm.
Are you still down?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, they have
So
to pin me, and I do weigh like 300 plus pounds.
Yeah.
So, good luck, gentlemen.
Yeah, you guys square off.
Check is 23.
Yeah, the highest they have is 13. They are like both grabbing your arms, but you could easily just swing them around if you wanted to, like they're children. And the crowd erupts into laughter as the 2 goblins are angry. One of them probably even like really wants to bite your arm, like that sort of a thing with their like jagged sharp teeth. Yeah, it's
Not gonna
metal.
do anything. It's fucking plate armor.
Yeah. But the entire crowd gets a laugh. If you want to go again, they will add another goblin until you lose.
Yeah, I'll wrestle another goblin. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, so prizes for the first one, it was double or nothing for whatever you bet. Are you guys going to bet again this time?
I'm gonna continue to bet.
Okay.
I'll just roll again.
Okay.
25.
200, I bet. Or
Yeah.
I got
Now
from
there's-
the last one. I'm gonna double it.
Nice. Yeah, there's now a goblin on each arm, and one of them is grabbing your leg, pulling against you, but none of them are able to topple you over. They will add a 4th goblin.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
25.
I guess
Again.
that's up to 600 gold now.
Okay. It's one of them finally got a nat 20. Let me roll for the 4th one.
Trying to think real quick.
You looking to see if you have any luck or anything?
Yeah, I'm looking to see how does I have to check to see how a certain thing works. Is it they can choose or they have to? Oh no, it's an attack roll. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, no, they succeed.
Yeah, they finally, with a 4th goblin, they have 2 on each leg, and finally pick one of your legs up and you topple over. And so that one, you guys would have lost whatever you bet. But the whole crowd finally cheers, and the goblins seem bitter about it, but they're like, Jesus, man. Like, they're kind of yelling at or having stern words with the guy in the ref shirt, like, come on, man, you can't let us go against, like, fucking... That dude weighed as though he were entirely made of metal. Fuck, man. Like...
Interesting they say that.
Yeah.
What was your plus?
+6.
Okay.
Oh,
And
also,
then I
Bastion.
could have at any point added a +5.
Yeah. You can choose one off the prize table and then roll twice.
I got a 5 and a 3, and then can I just roll again?
Yeah.
1.
You
So
get
D9, but I'll take the 1.
You get a packet of pixie dust. You have a fly speed of 30 for 1 minute. And then you get a replica unicorn horn filled with candy. You could convince anyone that this is a real unicorn horn. And the candy is just very good chocolate. That sort of thing.
I'll take their word for it.
Yeah. It's, and then the Feywild trinket, you can get a stuffed, like, felt plant, a tiny owl bear, a stuffed dragon, stuffed, just regular teddy bears. You could get, what would I even... probably like a snow globe with Unamelion in it. You could have a snow globe of the fountain of Sardoon Kalia. There's a snow globe of the Feywild in general.
Do a snow globe with a Feywild. I think that'll be the prettiest.
Yeah.
And also it's a map.
It basically, yeah. If you're trying to find something specific in the Feywild, I'll give you advantage on trying to find it.
Awesome.
I want to try to get my money back.
Your money back? You're going to continue to bet or fight yourself?
I'm going to fight myself.
Wonderful. Yeah, they will. After the 4 goblins have like had a break, they have 2 in the ring. They're like, all right, the regular person. Cool.
Yeah, man, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Just a little gal.
Just a little gal.
So, 100.
100. All right. Another one feeling lucky after the last one, and the goblins are still kind of bitter about losing really by high margins. I'll gather up and get the crowd kind of riled up again.
Athletics check.
Athletics check, yes. Yes, you probably, the 2 goblins go for your legs to try to tabletop you again, and you could easily just kind of stand there while they try and pull on your legs.
That's cute.
They walk off with like an angry huff.
Oh, wow.
But yes, you win again.
All right. So I got that back.
And probably
Double
a few
AO.
light scratches on your ankles from goblins.
All right. Again?
All right. Yeah, and they put in a 3rd goblin this time.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, the goblins are already very tired from fighting Bastion. And they're like, man, god, fuck. And, yeah.
Come on, bring on the 4th one.
Yep, and they bring on the 4th.
Okay, and so I'm going for that 6 again. 22.
Yeah, their highest is a 13. Oh, wait, no, I have one more, I'm sorry. Alright, yeah, so it's 16 is their highest. And they, you have 1 on each arm, and they're trying to jump up and get you off balance, but they can't do it within the time. So you've won whatever money you have bet, and you also get... You can pick one, and then you get 3 rolls on the prize table.
Alright, what do I get to pick from again?
It is a Feywild trinket, which is like just a cute little stuffed animal or a random like snow globe or something. There's a wand of prestidigitation, pixie dust, witchlight wine, replica unicorn horn filled with candy, magic face paint, a toy spider, and a wizard hand puppet.
Magic face paint.
Magic face paint, wonderful. Good for 1 use, and it gives the wearer the benefit of disguised self for an hour.
Excellent. And I will roll. That's a 1. That's the
1.
pixie dust.
A 1 is they present you with the stuffed owlbear, stuffed bear, a fake potted plant, various snow globes. There's one of the Udamelion, the city, and then the Sardunkali as well, which is at the end of the Valley of Nine. There's one of just the Feywild. There's one of just the Half Moon Fair itself. One of, like, the House of the Satyr. There's a marshmallow blowgun, a tiny bow and arrow with, like, the suction cup things on the end. Sort of like a slap bracelet.
I'll take the well.
Wonderful. Yeah, you get a little snow globe with the dark... There's, like, a little path leading up to it, and it's a big circle of stone, and there's a statue of an elven woman holding a double-bladed scimitar in gray stone. And there's little shrubs and trees in the diorama behind her. And you can shake it up, and there's glitter that falls down in the water.
Is it gold glitter?
You talking like Fey blood gold glitter? No, they did not put their own blood in a snow globe.
Well, I mean, maybe the gold glitter is to represent the light.
Oh, maybe.
Or the blood.
Maybe you press a button and there's a small LED in the well.
Snow globe with a button. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I got stuff. Came here to get some stuff, and I got some stuff.
Yeah, then Bastion, your Feywild snow globe has a little blinking LED. That's the eternal sunset.
Nice.
So you guys want to go check out that creepy stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you go back to the creepy stuff. You pass by the the Zoltan machine. You go to the back thing, and there's a very greasy, dark-haired elven man who's got just piercings probably every half centimeter down his ears of just a whole mess of chains and then what is probably fake jewels. But he is tapping his fingers on 3 cups and kind of like spinning a glass ball in his hand. You can see a small sort of light coming from the center of the ball. There's a rope ladder thing, like you try to climb up it and then you can flip over and land. And then there's a walk the plank, quote unquote, and it's a dunking booth. And there's a pirate sitting, like, for you can throw balls and then dunk him in the water if you win. And then there is someone you guys may recognize. It is the white tiefling who is they were riddle solving, prophecy interpretation, tourism information, but today they are just they're the riddle competition persons. Like if you solve a riddle, you win a prize. And they are again just placidly solving and unsolving their Rubik's Cube, blindfolded and waiting for someone else to walk up. And you see also back here there is a small, hastily constructed haunted house and a curio museum, also very hastily constructed.
I want to go over to the totally normal white tiefling.
Mm-hmm. Blindfolded, they nod in your general direction, probably a little bit off, and they say, "Good to see you again."
Good to see you again. So, riddle solving?
Yes, indeed. It's, I'll give you a riddle, and if you can tell me the answer, I will give you a prize. And depending on what kind of riddle you want, depends on what kind of prize you make. So I have little simple ones for just general fair prizes, and then I have some harder ones that may not even feel like riddles, but you know. But if you can tell me the answer, then I will give you an answer to a question. Or, you know, under the table I have my regular services that I do in an Amelion as well.
I mean,
sounds dirty.
Yes, stealing joy from memories for prophecy.
I told you what you were getting into.
Oh, I know. I don't have anything against you.
Okay, just making sure. I can't see your facial expression, so I don't, body language isn't my strong suit.
I'll put it this way. I mean, I can't exactly offer you the memory of that as payment, but it's also not a bad one.
The memory of what?
Of when we last met.
Oh, no.
But let's just start with a nice difficult riddle.
Full. Like a difficult riddle, or like just a hard one, but for, toys and trinkets?
A difficult one. I'd like to see how you work.
They tap their fingers and put their hand on their chin as they set the Rubik's Cube to the side. They ask you, why do you think that your father left?
Well, I tell myself that it was because he had to go back, but we both know that the answer is he prefers a place where he doesn't have to attempt to be what he is when he could be somewhere where he knows what he is.
And they tap their fingers and they say, your prize will be a related answer. What's the best way? Pale, make me a persuasion check.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, that would be a solid 3.
A solid 3. They say, he's still alive.
Guess that means that I might be able to run into him these days. Get an actual answer out of him. If he even still remembers it. If he even still remembers me.
If you want to continue to answer riddles, maybe I can continue to answer questions for you.
Just one more for now.
Sure.
Drag me away.
Which one's company do you prefer? Your sister or Erica?
Well, my sister helped to raise me. She was someone who brought me up from what would have been darkness, but Erica represents a chance at, not normalcy, that's long, long gone from me, but a day where I don't have to rely on, gonna snap my fingers, a little bit of flame pops out, whatever I was born with, instead of what I was born to be.
Neat. Well, let me tell you. He's not where he is by choice.
Now I have two fathers to try and free.
Indeed you do. Good luck with that.
Thank you so much. Hope you have a fun time giving out trinkets and giving people prophecy.
It's what I'm good at. And at that note, they look to Carolina and Bastion. Look, quote unquote.
I'll walk up. I like riddles.
Okay. They say normal riddle or one like I read him?
I am curious on what you know on me.
On you. Well, a man, or a being, crawls out of a hole in killed grass, guarded by a very powerful celestial force, then walks around being helpful. Pretty nice, I have to say.
Yes.
Not a lot of simple folk out there. Simple in the meaning of straightforward, not slow. You're definitely not slow, good sir.
Thank you.
Sure.
I would like for you to give me riddles like you gave Pale.
Great. Let me see here. They think for a long time, as Bailey thinks for a long time. Do you long for the robot revolution, as it were, because you want more friends, or because you don't have any now?
I think that riddle is inherently false. I already have friends. And I'm going to look to Pale and Carolina.
And into the empty spaces next to you.
Yeah, then thinking of Leo and Tin.
To the
Maybe.
bag with Yagami.
They ask even further. You intend to create bodies for people who have none right now. Are you also prepared for what they're going to go through because of that? Are you prepared to be a father, Bastion?
I suppose it would be becoming a father only in the sense that God is a father as well. All I am doing is simply creating the vessel with which they'll inhabit.
They nod, and say, I believe you've heard rumor of the only other like yourself.
Yes.
You will be able to speak to him in the past. And you can't see their eyes because they're blindfolded, but they move the rest of their face in a way that resembles a wink. Or gives you the same vibe as if they were giving a wink.
I see. Do you know how?
Well, it'll be rather easy. Just as though you were going home.
Well, then I look forward to the conversation.
They give you a nod and turn to Carolina.
Oh, I would like a simple one.
A simple one. Wonderful. Poke your fingers in my eyes, and I will open wide my jaws. Linen, cloth, quills, or paper, all will split before my might. What am I?
Stick my finger. Say that again?
Poke your fingers in my eyes, and I will open my jaws. Linen, cloth, quills, or paper, all will split before my might. What am I?
9 intelligence. A pen.
That is incorrect. Though you may try a different riddle.
That was fun. Yes, I'll do another.
I might be far from the point, but I'm not a mistake. In fact, I fix yours. What am I?
The wrench of fixing.
That is incorrect, but it's a good guess. Those are indeed fun. Yes, Matt, your texts were correct.
I'm smart out of game. In game, no.
They look to all of you and they say, you could all guess simple riddles.
Oh, I thought it was like by the payment or something.
Well, it's only the person who it's you guys can take turns is what I mean, you know. I have lots of them.
Yeah, I'll do one. No, let's go wild.
What tastes better than it smells?
A tongue.
You're correct.
Yeah. Our bounty will be magnificent.
They let you spin on the wheel, or you can have a simple answer to a simple question.
I'll just go for the question. Just how's your day going? I feel like no one asks you. How's your day going?
My day? Oh, I mean, hot. But, I'm doing what I do. It's another day at work. A pleasant Tuesday. I had a really good cup of coffee earlier. I'm gonna eat some funnel cake after this. It's gonna be wonderful.
Good.
Would you like another riddle?
Tuesday? Sure, just one more. You know, I'm trying to quit.
Trying to quit. Aura cadaver. In graveyards we gather. In the living we exist. In your closet we persist. What are we?
In a cadaver.
Aura cadaver. In graveyards we gather. In the living we exist. In your closet we persist. What are we?
A suit?
Yeah.
A skeleton.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have any skeletons in my closet. You know that. You might. Right?
Because we don't have a closet.
True. Not since I was a young warthog.
When he was a young warthog.
What is that?
Lion King.
You heard me before, yet you hear me again. But then I die, until you call me again. What am I?
My dad.
They give you a consoling pout. Like, aww.
Terrible. Unfortunate guy went to 3 cups.
You guys aren't gonna answer the last riddle, you're just gonna walk away? You fucking
It's like, I have no idea. Like, as I'm being dragged away.
It's an echo!
What was the riddle?
It's you heard me before, yet you hear me again. But then I die until you call me again. It's an echo, and they echo after you as you walk away.
Oh, I get it. Get it.
And I produce my echo.
Echo, nice.
Which they can't see.
Oh yeah. They know you can do that. It's fine. You go to the greasy cup and bald man, and he taps his cups expectantly with a small smile as you guys walk closer.
So what's the game?
The game. I, the great Gazpacho, have the fastest hands in the Feywild. If you can follow my hands, watch carefully, and guess the ball's location, you can win.
If I close my eyes, do I get advantage for having blind fighting?
No. You can make a perception or a insight check to guess where he's put his balls.
Could I use investigation?
No, because that would require you looking under them. Well, so you could, but at disadvantage. Because he's not going to let you, check. But you could, see, if his fingers touch the cups differently when he's done, or if he, I guess that'd be the insight check. Yeah, he's not going to let you look that close, you just have to watch him go, and then...
Okay. Shoot. I guess I'll use perception. All right.
All right, yeah. He gets the sort of glowing red ball and gets his little shot glass cups and spins them around on his table. He even twirls it up in the air, up and down, and you think even reveals the ball to you a couple of times and then shuffles them again. As he's done shuffling and lines the cups up, make a perception or insight check.
8.
An 8. He lifts the cup and there is no ball underneath it.
Okay. All right. Then I see him do it again and try to recognize a pattern of what he's doing with his hands.
Okay, make a perception or insight check.
Again, an 8.
An 8. He, again, with a deep smile on his face, sadly and sympathetically reveals that there is no ball under that cup.
You are good, sir.
I am, for I am the great Gazpacho, fastest hands in the Feywild.
Okay, as he does the next one, can I do a sleight of hand check to try to steal the ball? Yeah, try to make a sleight of hand check. 11. Oh, he has some really fast hands.
Yeah, you are able to just barely. You put your fingers on it right as he puts his fingers on it, and he gives you the deadest, coldest stare you've ever seen as your fingers touch as you guys touch the ball together.
Fastest hands.
He gives you a long, cold look, and his face does not twitch in the slightest, and you see nothing in his eyes but cold blackness.
That's a bold statement to say the fastest hands. But you are really good at this game. I can't see where that ball is going. And I smile and say, do it again.
You let go of the ball.
Yes.
As soon as you let go, his cheerful demeanor returns, and he throws it under and does his same shuffle movements. Make a insight or perception check.
15.
He, now with even more self-satisfaction, moves the cup to reveal that it is empty. And then moves the other 2 cups to reveal that the ball was under a different one. And then he puts them all back and gives you a look like, do you want to try again?
One more time.
One more time.
I think he might just be scamming you.
A swindler knows a swindler. But this is fun.
No. Okay. He shuffles them again.
20.
At the very last, as probably at the mention of you guys saying he's a swindler, you see a bead of sweat go down his forehead, and you realize that he has thrown the ball onto the top of his hat, and it is not underneath one of the cups this time when he reveals it. So he was tricking you, yes.
Yes. Or I am not going to point at the cup, I'm going to point at the hat. It's there.
I said guess the location of the ball, not that it would be under the cups. And then he bows and said, what prize would you like?
Being that this wand of prestidigitation only has 8 charges in it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that'll go quickly. I will take another one of those.
Wonderful. And with a flourish, he hands it to you handle first.
Flourish!
No.
I think we should start going down to the darker, deeper, spookier parts of this.
Mm-hmm.
Carnival.
Said by every dead person in a scary movie.
Yeah, but this isn't a scary movie just because there's a giant celestial mouth coming towards us and the gods are fighting amongst themselves too much to actually pay attention to it. And it's fine. We have a soul in a bag.
Yeah, I hope you all fare well in the God War.
I believe we will come out okay.
The 2
I
of
have
us
faith.
Actually, the 3 of us will. I think Vivian, Merkul, and Gond are going to be like the last one standing. Abel Lorfield will probably be the first one dead, but it happens.
I'll just be on the floor.
Guess let's head over to like the curio shop. See what's going on there.
Of course. It's
Check
not a
the
shop, it is a
reflections.
museum.
I think it's a shop if you have a crowbar.
It is a 3 silver price of admission. You can wander around as long as you like.
I toss a gold for everybody.
Okay.
How many electrons is that?
The shop.
I paid for you, Pale. Put your electrum away.
Oh, no one ever takes my election. Doesn't even exist in this plane.
Yeah, but you walk into the Curio Museum and you are greeted with a smell of mildew and dust as plywood floorboards creak under your feet. There's a shuffling and whispering and oohs and ahs among a few other patrons in here. There is a woman in a long black dress with like lots of lace, just very Victorian Gothic. A raven skull for a necklace and everything. Very, very contrasting makeup. And she beckons you inside and tells you that there's like little descriptions under each artifact in their museum. And the very first things you see, of course, are like vivisected pixies and stuff. You see there's a bottle of the elixir of life in a glass case. It looks like it's very, very sturdy. You see there's a skeleton of a minotaur and a chimera like up on a big taxidermied shelf. You see that there's what they claim to be one of the knuckle bones of the Raven Queen's mortal form before she ascended and left her body behind. You see they claim to have one of the robes that Vecna once wore, and it still has the dust of his magic lab he had, and that sort of thing. You see there are a broken wand of disintegration that they rescued from some other wizard. Items of legend and lore, they have a replica of the communion blade, and they have a replica of Sardoon Kalia's double-bladed scimitar, which you may want to hide while you're in here, Carolina. And
It's definitely in my quiver.
yeah. They claim to have like a feather from, what was it, Glamora Listern and other sort of champions to the ears, like a veritable collection of what they claim to be champion feathers. And among them you see sort of other freaks of nature and bones and belongings of other people throughout history and time. There's even one glowing green rock, and it has the radiation danger mark, and it claims that is an Ethereum shard.
Oh,
And it pulses a little bit with light from the inside. They also have a Frozen in here, who they claim to be in ice that is incredibly opaque. They claim to have Pan, like one of his avatars that he left behind, to just like a satyr. Like you can see maybe a goat hoof kind of poking out of the ice, but the rest is, they just claim that they have a cast-off god avatar in a block of ice. It's all very ridiculous claims that they're making.
well, this seems adorable.
Mr. Torchlight, is that communion blade real?
No. If it was real, everyone here would be dead. By the Pelorians, not by. Let me take a look at it. Like, does it look real?
It doesn't have. You were around the one that Steven had multiple times, and it doesn't have the same aura. Like you could just feel power coming from the one that he had, but visibly it's the same kind of jagged bismuth handle going into a blade that's actually made of bone, dark stained at the tip from thousands and thousands of plunges into people's hearts. And it says there were once 4, and 3 of them are still known to exist, while one is rumored to have been lost. Like it tells you there used to be one for every continent, and then the one that was in San Corel has been lost.
So it's not one, or it likely isn't one.
It's incredibly hard to destroy magic items in the first place, and a magic item that is reportedly made from one of Merkul's own rib bones, you imagine would be extremely hard to destroy. So maybe it exists somewhere, but no one's seen or heard of it since, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 years?
Gonna try and find one of the people that works. I'm just like, hey, can I just hold that for a second?
They very easily and confidently tell you no.
Okay. How much would it cost for me to hold that for literally a second?
They kind of frown and look around for their manager, and seeing no one, they're like, 10 gold.
All right, done.
Yeah, and they, again, look around and then pop off the glass case and very carefully, like, your hands are clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they present you with the replica communion blade.
I turn it over, cut my hand with it. Nothing.
Yeah, it barely even cuts your hand. Like, you have to kind of saw with it, and they kind of go, Jesus, fuck, why did you just cut your... Fuck, man, and they take it from you after you injure yourself with it, you freak.
Fine. But you think you've never seen a religious fan...
The elixir of life over there, is that real?
Of course it is. Everything in the museum is real, as they quickly close up the Merkul blade. And they go, I'm gonna take a smoke break, and they glare at you like, don't fucking touch anything, and they walk away. You could chase after them if you want to ask them questions.
I think everything here is fake.
I do too, but that Ethereum shard and the elixir...
The Ethereum shard might just be what's killing us, though. That same thing. Kind of look at my currently rose hand.
Oh, I keep meaning to make you guys roll for having your fucking radiation poisoning get better and worse as time shifts, but meh.
It's fine. We don't have to have more skin slough off.
Yeah. It's itchy and sore. The wind blows on you too hard, it really hurts. You just have a really bad sunburn at the moment, like blistery bad, but still bad.
Mild degloving, you know.
Yeah.
Mild, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. I mean, you can probably try stealing it, but I don't recommend that because stealing is wrong.
It's only wrong if you get caught.
My previous god would disagree.
Well, that's why he's your previous god, not your current.
You know, I feel like I should be over that ex already, but, like, it doesn't hurt, but...
Move on, fail.
Well, I mean, you know what they say, the best way to get over one deity is to get on your knees and pray to another.
Get under another?
Exactly.
Get on your knees for the bone daddy?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you need my immovable rod?
Oh no, I'm sure Merkul has one. Possibly two.
Just
I think
saying.
moving it's kind of an important part, not that I would know, but...
No, you can do all the moving.
Oh,
Exactly.
That's true, that's very true.
You ever seen Futurama where it's like the ship doesn't move, the universe moves around it? Yeah, Merkul's rod's like...
I was just having I was thinking about stuff the other day, and I'm like, I think, like, going through movies that I've seen, because every time anyone makes a movie reference, I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, I've heard of the film, and maybe I know the references just from other people making the reference. But I realized that I have seen under 100 films in my life, and I've never finished a TV show unless you count Full Metal Alchemist. That is the only series of anything I've ever finished. I've seen both of them.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you've only watched the original, I'll be like, you gotta watch Brotherhood.
No, I've watched Full Metal Alchemist, and it's literally the only TV show I've ever finished. Even Supernatural, I have never finished.
I still haven't finished Supernatural.
Yeah.
I fell off at season 5, and now they're at like season 1000. I don't know.
It's 15, and the show's finally ended.
What? About time,
Yeah.
even though it was supposed to end in season 6.
Yeah,
They're also making a prequel series.
pretty cool. That I could get into.
Yeah.
Making a prequel of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit with the Rings of Power.
Yeah, that looks terrible. Sauron looks like Eminem.
Yeah, they just made a Resident Evil series.
Yeah. That'd be bad. I don't watch
It's actually
Resident
pretty
Evil.
good.
I meant,
It's actually pretty
Rings of
good so
Power.
far.
Rings of Power is gonna be bad.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna watch the Game of Thrones prequel.
Love yourself. I'm gonna watch the Game of Thrones sequel.
Well, see, the only problem with Game of Thrones was the last 2 episodes of the final season.
Yeah. True.
Like, it was great, but the books were never finished, and so he left somebody else to improvise his ending.
I mean, they're never going to be finished. But yeah,
I can't finish somebody else's story.
with that attitude, you gotta believe in yourself.
I mean, it won't be any good.
Yeah.
Like, how does Pale's story ends? He sees his dad, he kills his dad, and
dying horribly. It ends with him dying horribly.
yeah.
We know this.
And the ending of Pale's story is his dad is really Mercool.
Oh god. I can imagine Bailey right now just crossing things out like, don't do that. Nope, we have to. Also, I have to get off to I didn't realize what time it was, but
No, it's cool.
Pale will just be piloted by whoever.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you guys want to pick up still here next time, or do we want to close off real quick and go somewhere else?
I would be cool closing it off.
Okay.
Just bamfing somewhere else.
Yeah. Is there anything else anyone wants to do at the fair before we leave? I mean, we could always come back if you guys want to. Although we are about to be done with the Feywild trip. We are very close to the end.
I enjoyed the trip. It was fun. Little carnival day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, you guys. I don't know if you partake in the food trucks, but either way, you eventually bed down and go to sleep to the sweet, soft tunes of Carney music and the existential horror of things the Zoltan machine told you.
Yeah,
turkey
don't worry
leg.
about it. I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine.
End the day with a turkey leg.
Ah,
One
yes.
of those big old corn on the cob.
Perfect. Yeah, it hits the right spot. Deep fried Oreos, they got all that.
Love the good old wild maize days.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot eat.
Yeah. your I don't know. Your sensors tell you this stuff's not healthy for human consumption.
And Carolina is gorging on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, Bastion. I'll have one for you too.
In your honor.
Thank you. Although I can't guarantee that this is going to be healthy for you.
It can't be any more unhealthy than the radiation.
That's true. Carry on.
And let's face it, we don't live a very healthy lifestyle. I mean, we walk around fighting random people and objects and dragons, dead things.
That's true, but most of those fights aren't started by us.
Still, we walk around with weapons, encouraging the fight.
It is not our fault that others choose to act on that.
True. But I guess we're healthy as long as we keep winning.
This is true. I don't think we've lost a battle yet.
There is one that's unfinished.
We'll finish it.
And I don't like that guy. And I don't like leaving things unfinished. I'm sure we'll run into those elves again.
We'll deal with the problems as they come to us.
Now I guess let me tell Yagami good night. Maybe one day I'll see him in the flesh.
Like you poke your head in the bag of holding and actually say goodnight to Yagami?
Yes.
Oh, is it nighttime? Good night, Carolina.
I don't know that it's nighttime because time is weird here, but I'm gonna go to sleep, so yes. Good night, Yagami.
Good night.
And then after that, I'm gonna crawl in.
Cool. They say, hey, Mr. Bastion, look, I've been working on the, I don't know why I called you Mr. Bastion. Anyway, I've been working on the fuel injector. I think I finished it. Look. And they show you like a nozzle-looking contraption.
Mm-hmm.
But they have
done.
finished it. Yeah.
Nice. Very good, Yagami. I am very proud of you.
Cute. And then I've been looking over the lodestone gravity thing, and I've been thinking about it'd be really easy to test it in the bag of holding. And they, pick up a random of the 100 torches you have, I think you said once, and they kind of just let it float in the air. But it'd be super easy to, like test in here. And I've started on they show you, it looks kind of like an MRI machine but instead of magnets, like there are places for lodestones. Like they've been studying the schematics and have been making detailed sketches than what you have.
Oh.
Like maybe an alternate thing. Like I don't know if it's gonna work, but you know.
This is very impressive, Yagami. We'll certainly see if we can find some lodestones.
Yeah, it'd be super fun to test. And they show you like a tiny like sort of a prototype handheld version of like the thing that would allow it to spin really fast. Like a lot of ball bearing sort of situation.
Yeah. Damn, what the hell? Yagami's impressive as fuck.
Listen, that's... When you have a lot of time and you don't need to sleep, and most of your mental input is around making things, and as you're kind of a clean slate sort of person anyway, they're very likely going to become an artificer like yourself. Very likely. Or some other kind of non-magical inventor, but a mechanic nonetheless, which will be useful, being a robot.
Yeah. You're your own doctor.
Mm-hmm.
For the 2 hours extra that I have, I'd like to work on making the fake heart for King Henry.
Cool, yeah. Make me a medicine check and a history check.
For medicine, that's... Whoops.
Yikes, yeah.
16 for the medicine, and then for history, 21.
Cool. Okay, now roll me a D100.
35.
A 35. Yeah, you get... I'm going to say... the stuff for King Henry, I'm going to make kind of different than how I'm making the stuff for the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a series of questions, and because you get where you think you could build you get through with the medicine check. I should have asked you this first. Anyway, do you make this with any magical parts, or are you trying to go mechanical only?
Knowing King Henry and his dislike of magic, probably full mechanical.
Okay. And I'm going to say with the 16, you got that. You able to figure that out. And will this replace or just help his existing organs?
Which do I feel would be better? Because I feel like King Henry's I feel like King Henry's organs suck, but I also don't know how hearts work. Like how... I feel like heart surgery is not really a thing. And the way that you could counteract that would be with healing magic. Like King Henry doesn't like that.
I mean,
So-
Thunderscrim's invented vaccines already. It's
Right. I don't know if that'll help King Henry when his heart's removed from his body and being replaced with a pump.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to have it. Is there a check that I could do? Because I think, is King Henry's condition degenerative?
It is it's like a wasting disease from a virus. So like the main problem is his lungs. So he just gets it's not that it's cut. So that's why, healing magic can't do it. It's just that the cells get thinner and thinner and make blisters or ulcers, and then when he does rigorous activity like running, say breathing hard, the ulcers pop and then start to fill his lungs with fluid. Yeah, so it's just he gets blisters on his insides, basically.
Then I think for the heart, I think I'm going to have it modify his heart. But for all of the lung stuff, like the air purifier, I think I'm going to have that try to not necessarily replace, but kind of take over the job.
Okay. And then I'm going to say with those things in mind and with the rolls you've done, you are able to do 35. I have a lot to write down on my end, but for the moment, write that you have the 35% done on the pump.
Nice. That is noted. Anyways, I did enjoy the session, though. It was a nice little carnival, little break.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys around. See ya.
Good fight, good night.
Good night. Hey, it's your DM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Charlotte, Darian, Matt, Jeremiah, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.